Hi everybody, it's Steve Olson. It is May 13th, 2016. And we're going to talk about is the system already here today and show lots of photographs, lots of neat evidence again today as we usually do. So let's get started. So here's the thing. So yesterday I was on Paul Begley's show. I was an interviewee and he spent about an hour with me. And I think I might have freaked him out a little bit because I can't find the record of the interview. I introduced him to the big planet theory and that Nibiru is already here, the theory that we've been talking about with Sam and others. And it looks like this is the one that scares the bejeebers out of everybody because Paul didn't put the video up. And I thought we had a great conversation. We talked about the Antichrist. We talked about the end of the world. We talked about a lot of cool stuff. So hopefully he puts that up pretty soon. I asked Heidi for the link. So as soon as I get the link, I will put it up for you guys. And again, hopefully I wasn't too radical for him. But now that we're looking, we're starting to get pictures now that people are starting to look for the larger objects and not the smaller ones. And what I see here is, again, possibly a lens flare, but, again, it's starting to look like we're getting a lot of images that show not just these little dots, not just these little lens flares, but now people are actually showing me pictures where they see shapes of planets or shapes of round orbs in the sky, and very faint ones. But again, I think that they're obfuscating this stuff from us. And then, of course, we've got another halo. This is from the northern United States, just a huge, bright manifestation of the halo again, and I always call that a lens flare, but I never know for sure. And then here's one where we can actually see the whole manifestation of this planet, where we think we're seeing the atmosphere coming through it. And then another block down below in the light, and this is a real image from I believe it's down in Australia. And the point being is that we've been seeing this particular manifestation quite a bit. So again, if the system has been here since 2011, 2012, as Sam has taught us, and we're going to have Sam on this week again, that we've got a different approach that we have to take. Okay, now it's not so much about the planetary proximity, if that's the case, it seems, but it's what's coming along with these planets and how close are we moving through the solar system. And these are questions that we're trying to figure out with our balloon flights, with our astronomy. But I just don't think we were focused on the right thing before now, and I think maybe we could take this forward a little bit more and see if this is true. But I'm also going to show some of the more, like Roy has a segment coming up today. Now, here's some interesting stuff. Again, it's the shield failing thing. It's like things are coming so clear. Now, this brightness, if you look at this Potosi, Nevada scene, this is how bright it was during the wintertime in Australia. And then look at this manifestation of just clearly seeing something in the atmosphere. This is no lens flare or anything like that. And I'm wondering if it's the shield starting to fail, because right under the sun where we would normally see this loop here, we're seeing a humongous red body. So, and it shows up in the composite below. So what I'm trying to say is that as this thing starts to manifest, if this is the year that it's going to really break through and we're going to start seeing it, these are the kinds of signs that I'd be looking for: breakdown of the shield, breakdown of the chemtrailing, more and more announcements from the government of bodies and planets. And we're going to talk about that even a little bit more. And then this one is from Anchorage, Alaska. Check this out. Remember how we were learning from Catfish? He was telling us about how this is kind of a magnetic. It's specially meant to see the aurora borealis. And we have been seeing just a very strong manifestation of these triangles almost every day in Grumpy Moose when we can see the sky. So again, things are kind of getting a little bit interesting, and I just want to keep you guys abreast, as to what's happening. And before we move off the PowerPoint, though, I just want to say a few things about WSO. So the WSO groups, we put the leader list out. It's not perfect. There's some emails that don't work, blah, 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 right? Okay, it's a loose community. We're not trying to create a, regimented, anything. What we're trying to do is just get you guys to know each other in your areas and prompt so that you can all start to build communities. That's what it's about. Just build a community and of like-minded people that can start to prepare and help each other prepare. Now, if there's not a leader in your area, it might be you. So think about it, pray about it. And it's not that hard. All you have to do is be a central point of contact. Take it as far or as little as you want to, but as long as people can email you and meet the other people in their area, I consider that a successful leader. So be a part of it, okay? And then overall, we're working on our financial plan for the year, but we still need donations just to kind of keep everything afloat here. So keep that. Again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, but I also have to offer to you the opportunity to give to the ministry and be a part of it as well. So that's kind of actually a weird thing that God told me the other day. He's like, if you don't give people the opportunity to give, then how can they bless you and me? I'm like, okay, whatever. That's fine, God. I don't like money. I don't like the subject of money. So the fact that I have to bring it up it kind of sticks in my throat a little bit. But at the end of the day, I do need donations in order to make this thing fly. We're getting stronger, and I love all you guys. So let's get on to the rest of the program here. Okay, so let's start out with the South African observatory. Again, there is that huge manifestation. It reminds me of what we saw in Mexico, in Leon. And I haven't looked at Leon for a while, but it does look like that. It could be the Hercules or whatever they call it. But I think it's another star, to be quite frankly, to be frank with you. So, and then here's another one where you can see it kind of moving around the back, and this is what reminiscent of what we saw down in Leon as well, and Monterey early in the year. But now we're just seeing it. We're seeing a lot more manifestations in the northern hemisphere as well. Now check out this next one.
Now, Steve, this one is the best one. This is an absolute perler. What the hell is that? It is the most interesting thing. Me and my brother were looking at it, and he straight away said, it's 3 moons and a planet. But I'm looking at it, it kind of looks a little bit mechanical to me, and I'm thinking more along the lines of whatever it is. Now check this out, this is amazing. Whatever it is, it's got lines and stuff in it, like, I don't know if that's lines from hiding something, which I reckon it probably is. It's probably their cover up, the way that they're hiding it from us. So I found it in quite...
It's coming through a shield.
I found it in quite...
So this is the next one. Oh, I didn't put my atmosphere label off here. But basically this is just a homegrown thing, nothing around the cell phone. Here's where north is supposed to be. And I love this kind of science. I love that people are doing this for themselves. Do the science yourself. I'm down with it. Go look and check on everything we're doing and tell me if I'm wrong, or tell if we're wrong. I was very open to what Richie from Boston said the other day about this, but check it out. Independent compass test. And, again, everywhere we look outside of like the East Coast areas, now here's a huge planet, possibly, again, the huge planet theory. Here's that Italy. Used to be that I used to make fun of Italy. I don't anymore now. That looks like a big planet. This looks like light just beaming off the back of something. Who knows? Here's our shield, being visible from the ISS. Here's some very strange phenomena from the South Pole. And then we've got Roy, contributing this. Now, I'm actually starting to think that maybe those are the reflections, and actually the larger things are the objects now. Here, this is an ISS shot that got cut off. This is, this is what we're seeing, man. I mean, from the all sky cams. Here's a picture of the halo, and again, that blue dot, which I always suspect to be a lens flare. Look at that. Jesus Lord. It's here, man. I'm becoming more and more convinced that it's just here, and we are going through the process of moving through it, and we have been for a couple of years. That's why we have a tilted Earth. That's why we're seeing all this manifestations. Now I am open to coming back off of this. Here's a dark spot over the sun. Again, just unbelievable. This is just a beautiful picture. And there's more little dots on the all sky cams. Jesus God, this is from look at that. I mean, that is as clean as day. Look at that. That's from the Dill Martin channel, by the way, and I promote Dill all the time. Dylan and I are both lovers of Jesus. And now that people are a little more focused on this part of it, it just seems like they're catching more manifestations. This was a UFO that was down on the horizon. Wow, some good stuff. And then to close off today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a Roy segment and a little bit of music. So thank you very much for watching. Ooh, before I move off that, oof. Oh no. Oh Lord. Oof. It's getting so real, you guys. It's really time to get close to Jesus. I don't know what else to tell you. And try to become part of communities, which we're going to try our best to provide to people. And let's all just pray for each other that we have wisdom and that God shows us the right way. That's what I want. I want to know that we're on the right path. God bless you all. Bye bye.